Fans of Andy Griffith are mourning his death. The 86-year-old was perhaps best known for the Andy Griffith Show. It was set in the fictional town of Mayberry, which many believe was based on Griffith's real hometown of Mount Airy. Griffith died this morning at his home on Roanoke Island.
And Andy Griffith started off as a stage actor. He lived in Manteo, the same town where he played Sir Walter Raleigh in The Lost Colony.
He went on to be nominated for 2 Tonys and win a Grammy. His second successful TV show was Matlock, where one Asheville man met and became friends with him.
And these were actual photographs of his when he was a kid that he gave me to use in the set.
On the same dining room table that was used on the set of Matlock's home, Chet Spier can't help but reminisce.
When he would call and he would not say who it was, you just knew. You knew automatically Andy Griffith's draw.
The table is filled with props left over from Matlock. Spier was the prop master for that show.
While it looks like a bronze statue, it's actually foam rubber too. So if an actor gets hit in the head with it, it's not going to hurt them.
Transcript to your trial.
When Griffith decided Matlock would be shot in Wilmington, North Carolina, it put a lot of out-of-work film crews back to work.
In meeting him, it was meeting a legend, which was phenomenal. And then to find out how real he was and down to earth was really even better.
He recalls the time his dog, not Griffith's, had an accident on the set.
And the producers came screaming that the dog couldn't be on the set anymore. And so Andy insisted that if the dog couldn't be there, neither could he, and he wasn't coming back until Joey was brought back.
Griffith also decided he could not live in a local gated community any longer.
One day he came to me and he said, "I can't stand it. It's all these snobs." And he probably could have bought and sold every one of them, but that wasn't the person he was. He wanted to have his dogs running on the beach or in the woods and just regular folks around him, and he was always best with regular people.
He was a jokester who could also handle rehearsing for one episode while filming another.
Everything that he did well because he put everything into it. He was a perfectionist.
Their friendship lasted until Griffith's death.
He would just call me up and go, "Chet, how do you clean brass?"
The word of his passing, tough.
I spent a lot of time on the internet with friends in California that worked with him as well, and so we were kind of sharing stories, and it made my heart hurt a lot.
Now, something that stands out to me is that china cabinet that was behind him when you were interviewing him. That was on Matlock?
That was on Matlock, just like the dining room table, and that was something that Chet got to take home with him when the show ended its run.
Well, that had to be fun to actually see that up close and personal.
See all that stuff. It was really, really cool, especially the props that were sort of like used for murders in the show. And they were, you'd think it was a real knife and it just sort of bent. Kind of fun. Well, you can watch my entire interview with Chet Spier on the Raw News section of our website, WLOS.com.